friends, and welcome back to class today. We have an awesome activity and story we're going to read today. But first, before we get started, we're going to sing a song and do some breathing to start our day. Are you ready? Come on and join me. I'm a little snowman, short and fat. Here are my buttons, here is my hat. When the sun comes out, I can't play. I just slowly melt away. All right, awesome job. Can you join me now, friends? Let's sing. I'm a little snowman, short and fat. Here are my buttons, here is my hat. When the sun comes out, I can't play. I just slowly melt away. Awesome job, friends. All right, let's do some breathing to get started with our day. Let's take a deep breath in and blow it out. Deep breath in and blow it out. One more time, deep breath in and let it out. Awesome job, friends. We are ready for our reading circle. Come on over and join me. Hello, friends, and welcome back to our reading circle. I have a story, Snowmen at Night, that I'm going to read to you all. All right, Snowmen at Night. One wintry day, I made a snowman, very round and tall. The next day when I saw him, he was not the same at all. Oh, I wonder what happened. His hat had slipped, his arms drooped down. He really looked a fright. It made me start to wonder, what do snowmen do at night? I think that snowmen start to slide when it gets really dark, off the lawns and down the street, right into the park. Do you think that's what snowmen really do? They gather in a circle while they wait for all the others, sipping cups of ice cold cocoa made by snowman mothers. So they don't drink hot cocoa, they drink iced cocoa. Because if they drank hot cocoa, what would happen to them? They would melt. Then the snowman games begin. They line up in their places, each one anxious for his turn in the snowman races. After everyone has had a chance at racing once or twice, they go on over to the pond to do skating tricks on ice. Sometimes they start giggling, and then they act like clowns. They bump into each other till they all fall down. They're having lots of fun playing. They gather up their snowballs. The pitcher takes his aim, and underneath the moonlit sky, they play a baseball game. No one knows just how it started, but soon it's quite a sight, with snowmen throwing snowballs in the world's best snowball fight. Then it's time for sledding. It's a wild ride down the hill. Wahoo! They yell. This by far the snowman's biggest thrill. Finally, they're tuckered out and getting sleepy. So they slowly gather up their things and one by one they go. So if your snowman's grin is crooked or he's lost a little height, you'll know he's just been doing what snowmen do at night. Look at this snowman. He's all tuckered out. He's been playing. They play games like you all do during the day. They play baseball. They were having snowball fights. They were doing all sorts of things. So now we're gonna get ready to draw our own snowman at night picture. Come on and join me. All right, so we are going to draw our own snowman at night picture. So for this, you're gonna need a black piece of paper, or you can use a blue piece of paper, but we want it to look like it is nighttime. And then you're gonna need either a white crayon, or you can have chalk like what I have. And we're gonna draw our snowman. So what do we need to draw first for our snowman? We need to draw a big circle. One circle for the head and another big circle for the body. And then we're gonna color it in. We're gonna color in our snowman. Coloring it all in. And coloring in his face. Coloring it all the way in. And then if you have chalk, you can kind of smooth it out with your finger. So it looks like snow. Then we're gonna draw his hands. So it looks like they're actually playing. Make their stick fingers. And then, what do we see in the night sky? If the sky is clear, we see the moon. So we color in our moon, because remember they were playing in the moonlit sky. So we have our moon, and then we saw stars. We had the stars out. We had all the stars out in the sky. So this is our snowman at night. And if you want to, you can draw your snowman with his friends playing. What were some of the games that you liked that you saw the snowman playing? They played baseball. They went sledding. How many have ever gone sledding before? You can make your snowman doing whatever it is that you saw that you really liked them doing in the story. So for this, remember, to draw your snowman at night picture, you need some black paper and chalk or a white crayon for this activity. I hope you enjoyed drawing our picture. Wow, friends, that was so awesome reading our story about snowmen at night and finding out all the great things, all the fun things that snowmen do at night while we are sleeping. I hope you also enjoyed drawing your picture. of snowmen at night. If you haven't drawn it yet, go find an adult and tell them that you need a piece of paper and a white crayon or a piece of chalk to draw your picture. Again, I hope you enjoyed our story, and I will see you next time.
Kindergarten is great at Kansas City Public Schools.
I know they have really good teachers. I know this is a great school.
They teach them stuff that I thought my kids would never be able to know at the age of 5.
Since deciding to send our kiddos to a neighborhood school, we've become even more of a part of our community.
Now is the time to enroll your future kindergartner for the new school year. Visit enrollkc.org today.
Hi, my name is Mrs. Overish, and I'm so glad you're here today. Today, we're going to be comparing numbers. We're going to compare numbers all the way to 20 today. When we compare numbers, we can use the actual number in number form, or we can use it in picture form. We can also compare numbers using counters or different objects that we have. Today, we're going to be using little bears. When we compare numbers, we can use different symbols to show the numbers that are bigger or smaller. Sometimes the numbers might even be exactly the same. Let's go ahead and get started. When we compare numbers, we can use 3 different symbols. The symbols that we're going to be using today is the less than sign, the equal to sign, and the greater than sign. You can see that our different signs, they kind of look like alligator mouths. The reason why we make them look like alligator mouths is because we know our alligator wants to eat the bigger number. Let me show you what I mean. If I have my bears, and I have some bears on this side, and some bears on this side, let's count them up and see. On this side, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And on this side, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I see that I have more bears on this side. There are 10 bears. That is 2 more than 8. So my alligator wants to eat the bigger number because he's really hungry. So I'm going to use the symbol that opens up towards the 10. So when I read it like a phrase, I can say 8 is less than 10. Let's try another one together. Can you help me count the bears? On this side, I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. On this side, I see 1, 2, 3, 4. Which side has more bears? Do you see more bears on this side, or do you see more bears on this side? We see more bears on this side. 8 is bigger than 4. I want to make sure my alligator eats the bigger number. So I'm going to pull the symbol where its mouth is opening towards the bigger number. Can you see which alligator we're going to use? That's right, I'm going to use this one right here in the middle. So when I read it, I see that 8 bears is greater than 4 bears. Nice job. Let's try another one. Can you help me count the bears? 1, 2, 3. How many bears are on this side? 1, 2, 3. Which side is bigger? There's 3 bears over here and 3 bears over here. It looks exactly the same to me. They both have 3 bears. So what symbol am I going to use? Which alligator should I pick? I'm going to pick the one that looks like an equal sign. Because they're the same number, we can use an equal sign in the middle to show that they're exactly the same. So when I read it, it says 3 is equal to 3. Nice job. Let's try one more, and then I'm going to have you try it on your own. Let's count the bears together. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Let's count the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I have 11 bears on this side and 9 bears on this side. Which side has more bears? Which alligator am I going to choose? He wants to eat the bigger number. So which number is bigger, 11 or 9? I see more bears over here, so I know that 11 is the bigger number. Can you read the sentence with me? 11 is greater than 9. Let's read it one more time together. 11 is greater than 9. Nice job. Can you have someone help you get a piece of paper and a pencil or a crayon or something that you can draw with? I have a piece of paper and a blue marker. You're gonna ask that same adult if they can help you fold the paper right down the middle. I'm gonna fold it in half and then open my paper back up. We're gonna draw 2 different numbers, one on this side and one on this side, and we'll practice drawing the correct symbol in the middle to compare them. On the first side, I want you to draw 8 circles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. After you draw the 8 circles on one side, on the other side, I want you to draw 3 circles. 1, 2, 3. On one side we have 8 circles, and on one side we have 3 circles. Which side has more circles? Which number is bigger, 8 or 3? That's right, 8 is our bigger number. So I'm going to draw the symbol that opens up towards the 8. We want our alligator to eat our bigger number. We can draw our symbol. It's like a sideways V. So if you turn your paper and you draw a V and then you turn it back, it's opening up to the correct side. So down and over. 8 is greater than 3. Nice job. Today we compared numbers all the way to 20. We used our less than sign, the equal to sign, and our greater than sign to compare our different objects. We were able to compare numbers from 1 to 20. We now know that 4 is less than 8. We were able to compare all the different numbers, and I hope that you were able to do the activity at home. Next time you're looking at two numbers, can you tell if it's less than, greater than, or equal to? Thank you so much for learning with me today. My name is Mrs. Overish.
Hello, my name is Courtney Hawkins. I'm a parent of 4 children that are going here, well, 3 that are going here currently, and then 1 that is now in middle school. But we've been with Holiday Montessori since my oldest was in preschool. And probably one of my favorite things about this school is just the family environment. I love coming in the school and hearing, you know, hi, Miss Hawkins, and then just the care of the teachers let you know that your children are well taken care of. And we've had some teachers, all of them have been really good teachers, and we've had some that have been really good at challenging and inspiring our kids. I had a teacher that noticed my daughter's advancements in reading, and she kind of pulled her aside and gave her additional work that kept her moving forward and kept her challenged.
Hello, my name is Sahara Hawkins and I am in the 8th grade. I am Harold Holiday alumni. I've gone here from the P4, which is a bit before kindergarten, all the way up to my 6th grade year. When I left Holiday Montessori, I felt really prepared to go to middle school because here at Holiday, I think their academics are very rigorous, and they prepare you for middle school because they give you due dates, they start giving you due dates and things like that. Assignments that are due weekly, which prepares you for middle school because there are assignments that are due weekly or daily. And then I just felt very prepared in general because they start doing less material and they start really just working on your communication within the middle school and how that transition is going to look like and what that transition is going to look like. So I just felt really prepared and like I was going to have a good transition to middle school.
We also have a teacher that my oldest son has right now that noticed some of his interests and encouraged him in that to do some research, thus combining the passion and the learning together. So we really are appreciating the teachers that our kids have had.
Hello, my name is Joshua and my grade is 5th. My name is Micah, and my grade is first. I like my teachers because they're nice.
I would say you should definitely join the Harold Holiday Montessori family because first, it's very opening and it's a welcoming environment. You have great teachers from all different backgrounds and they come in and they come to teach your child, but also just to help your child through life. They not only teach you like your ABCs and your 1, 2, 3s, but they teach you motor skills and life skills that from a very young age that you may not think that an elementary school would teach you. And overall, it's a very diverse school in general, and it's in a good neighborhood.
Overall, I would encourage anyone that's considering coming to Holiday to come and just join this family environment of hands-on learning. They've got great before and after school program. The LINK program is awesome. A big part of what contributes to that family environment. And we have a forward thinking and moving principal that it's done a lot with the school, changes in the school that improve the morale of the students and the staff here. So it's just a great environment to be in, and I encourage you to come and join the family.
Thank you for visiting Holiday Montessori School. If you'd like more information about our fine Montessori program, please call 816-418-1950 and we'll schedule a one-on-one tour with you. We look forward to sharing with you more about the great things that are happening here at Harold Holiday Montessori School.
Good morning, Kansas City. Welcome to another fun episode of Life After, a show dedicated to hearing the stories of the past paths students take after high school. My name is Katie Zeke, and I'm a teacher at Southeast High School. These interviews feature students that I have taught in the past. Today, we are joined by Omari Tatum. Thank you, Omari. Welcome.
Hey, thank you for having me, Ms. Zeke. How are you?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good.
I'm so excited to catch up. Would you mind introducing yourself to our guests and let us know when you graduated and all of that?
No problem. I'm Omari Tatum. I graduated AC Prep Southeast in the class of 2018. Something I remember most about 2018, it was crazy. We had all types of stuff. One thing I remember most, I'll highlight with Ms. Zeke here, was our senior prank. We ambushed Ms. Zeke class during her, I think she was gone or something like that. One senior prank, we hit the principal, all type of stuff. We had scandals. We had a senior trip, the best senior trip, I believe, in history. Our class was able to put a mural on the wall, all different types of stuff.
Yeah, you guys really left an impression on our building, literally with the mural. And then just you in particular, Omari, the senior class president, student body president, being active all 4 years, really holding on to the AC prep side of Southeast High School. You really have left an impression here, and I'm really excited for our viewers to understand more about you. Can you tell me a little bit more about what your goal was after graduating, and then what happened that year after graduation?
Right, so like you said, I was the Southeast I was a school president. I was a senior class president. And I was honored and humbled that my peers elected me to that. It was a crazy fight. But leaving high school, I that had that little summer break. I went off to school. I went to UCM. During that 10 year, I ended up coming back home due to some family issues, some things happening with classmates and the whole nine. Shout out to those individuals who we've lost, those names who we all know.
Absolutely.
But yeah, I went to UCM. I ended up coming back home after that. I got the opportunity to intern at City Hall, work on legislation, the whole nine. During that 10 year, I also ended up starting my own security business here in Kansas City, whole LLC, the whole nine, license assured. Won grants, all different types of stuff. So leaving high school, man, it was crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. For our viewers, everybody called you the president. You know, your handle was the president, and your goal, you always had political aspirations.
Yeah.
And it's awesome to hear that you're working with city council now. Can you tell us more about that?
Yeah. So after high school, being in a city hall, I was somewhat like on a scholarship I'm on now. And I also want to say that I have returned to school. I'm currently now here at MCC. I'm actually on a scholarship as well, full ride scholarship.
Yeah,
for
you
locked in
are.
companies. Yeah. I'm ended up going to university, but I'm just taking my time. As community change, I change for the best. But I forget the question, but I'm kind of freestyle. You said,
what are your aspirations in City Hall?
Oh yeah, what am I working on? So yeah, a little bit kind of what Southeast is doing. I want to say that all the current students there, everything that played out in high school, over those 4 years, even with we had over 6 principals. I see the change up has changed again. Shout out to Dr. Chambers, that was a good pick. But at City Hall, I do all different types of stuff. I work on legislation. I want to say I was a part of Ms. Zeke's AP class, and I want to thank her because now my language is very important. I do things from press releases. Something that I seen took effect at Southeast was the Justice Restorative Program, headed by, I believe, Mr. Berry and Miss Evelyn.
That's right.
But things that happened, like the Black Lives Matter movement that took place on the plaza, I was able to rally supporters at City Hall to get that ordinance passed to where all those criminal charges were dropped, in the act of them voicing their opinion, something I took a lot of pride in at Southeast. And I see now that during the COVID pandemic and so forth, students are no longer getting those rights that we fought so hard to have, homecoming and all that good stuff. So yeah.
I know. Sometimes it feels like it's one step forward, 2 steps back. The pandemic is hard because anybody has never experienced something like this. So we'll get back to where we were and hopefully be even better because of it. But it's going to take a new Omari Tatum in the building to help us kind of refocus there. But one thing that I remember you thinking of like Black Lives Matter, was in 2017, 2018, there was a lot of gun violence in the area, especially in Ferguson, and we had a little rally out front of the school. Do you want to tell our viewers about that and kind of your role in that?
Yeah, so back then that was it was under the leadership, or the city was under the leadership of former Mayor Sly James. And I believe that it might have been senior council, or it was probably student council. I don't know which aspect I played out of that, but it had to be student council because it was the whole building. I always tried to mimic the checks and balances that our current government idolizes. But yeah, we had all the students come out and do a walkout in agreement with laughing with Mike Brown. Yeah, it's crazy because right after that, leaving high school, when we had more killings. Actually, if you see, while I was working at City Hall, that's when Trump was president, and he sent all those agents into Kansas City and the whole nine, and that's when we lost classmates. Gino, I'm shout out to Christopher, man. I actually lived, when I came back home, me and Gino, we lived in the same apartment for a while. So seeing him get murdered here in Kansas City, I mean, it puts life, and it puts meaning, or it puts, not meaning, I wouldn't say, it puts a reality check, on what took place. So I would just say to the students, I mean, everyone, even at City Hall, we all talk about violence, but at the end of the day, it's what actually transpired inside the community. So I would just say to the students there, man, I mean, talk it out. Um, I even had those challenges at Southeast when I was there. Um, just kind of respect each other and value life. That's all you can really put it down. I mean, government can do so much, teachers can do so much. So yeah, it just comes down to, I believe Coach K won and all in. So definitely.
One and all in. That's right. Yeah, those are powerful words, and I will always hold the class of 2018 close to my heart with the loss that you've had in with your classmates, with Chris and Maxwell, and I think that you raised a really,
we had a lot. Yeah,
yeah,
it's over 5. It's hard to say those names. It's hard to, yeah, definitely.
Especially as we see their siblings in our building. It's just a constant reminder that life is precious, and that I think now more than ever, we need to be focusing on restorative justice and how to have those real conversations with students and staff, just so that an argument doesn't have to turn to violence. So I'm so proud of you for continuing to keep that at the forefront of your work. Have you been working at all with our new mayor, Quentin Lucas, or be staying involved that way?
So I interned for 3rd District at Large, Brenda Ellington. We do reach out with Mayor Lucas on certain issues, on certain ordinances. The way the government set up at the city is really a city manager, city council relationship. So Mayor Lucas he has his whole team of staffers. So I kind of really help out with Councilman Ellington, but we touch on all different types of platforms.
That's awesome. Good for you. I feel like oftentimes students have an idea of what they want to do in high school, but it doesn't quite work out the way they want once they leave. And you are just forging ahead. Even with some of the setbacks, you're not letting that stop you from your political aspirations. And I can't wait to see what you do with that. So that leads into my next question. What are your goals? What do you want to do? Where do you see yourself in a few years? Or what are your hopes and dreams?
Yeah, so in a few years, I don't know. I see myself probably taking office somewhere. I don't know if it's the president anymore. But yeah, definitely. I just see myself really in the community. Like I said, I ended up having to hold back on my security company. It got way bigger than me. And I can only, something else that's out there taught me I can only be in one place at once. So I'm definitely just taking my time, getting my education under my wing. But I'm definitely out in the community. I'm active. I can't say a specific place or thing I want to do, but I definitely want to get elected.
Yeah. And then what about education? You said you want to end up back at a university, taking classes now and.
Correct. Yeah, so I'm gonna get a bachelor's.
You can get a master's too, go for it.
But public administration. I did a career change or degree change. So students, that set me back a little bit, changing my major. I went from political science to public administration. I learned while working at City Hall that a better degree that you can use in multiple places would be public administration. So I definitely had to make that change.
Yeah, absolutely. It can be hard to make that change, especially in college, because you're working so hard, you're so focused on one degree, and then you're like, I don't know if this is for me, but that will pay off tremendously. You know, I started at Michigan in the nursing school, and I thought I was going to be a nurse, and I was forging ahead. And then my sophomore year, I couldn't make it through the hospital without fainting because of what I could smell or what I could see. Realized that I wanted to work with kids in a different way. So don't get discouraged by switching majors, especially now, because you have a lot to look forward to ahead of you.
Oh, that's crazy. I didn't know that. Wow.
One of my favorite memories with you, Omari, was going to see John Lewis. Do you want to tell our viewers about that?
Rest in peace to my man, John Lewis. Man, it's crazy, but that was awesome, man. That was, like I said, I was in the AP class. Everybody I even still to this day I argue with people. It's like, y'all took the capstone. No, we didn't. AP students didn't have to do that, right? So my sister goes there now, so I won't tell her to be an AP, so that you ain't gotta take the cornerstone.
That's right.
Or the capstone. I'm saying cornerstone. Right. I'm sorry, but John Lewis, it was lit. We read that book, and we was able to see him speak about it in person. Ms. Zeke's husband actually sponsored that trip. Shout out to him. And other actions without being required. So yeah, but now we went out there. We had the dinner and the good stuff. Got to see him speak. We actually gave him a shirt. Got a picture with that.
Yeah.
It was cool. It was cool.
Yeah, and that was really fun too because we just happened to decide to read his March trilogy, the graphic novels. And then, you know, as we were, he was literally releasing the third of the 3 March books and came to Kansas City for an event right as we were finishing it up. So the timing could not have been perfect. And then especially, like you said, knowing, or not knowing, but knowing now that we would lose him 2 years afterward, it just was an honor to be able to be in his presence and learn from him. And I feel like you have all of the aspirations to make just as big a change as he did. And I can't wait to see what that plays out with for you.
Thank you.
Well, I want to leave it with you allowing to give yourself some, or give our viewers some advice, either leaving high school or being an adult, or something that you want to share with our viewers that you've learned.
Man, I'm trying to stay young, but some advice. I don't know, man. I would say value that time. I know if I could, I probably would have scaled it back. I don't know. I would have probably valued and idolized that time way more. With a lot of responsibility, a lot of bills, a lot of places. Yeah, it's a lot. But some advice I would give students: take privilege, take pity to those opportunities. School, I know that I used when I went to UCM the A+ program. I know that when I left school, I kind of felt a lot of students actually, classmates felt that they was in their own limbo now, right? They was in their own boat. So just be ready for that change, and make the right commitment. If I would have waited, or if I would have did it again, I definitely would have went to community college first before going to university. I actually didn't like that. I used to talk bad about people at MCC. So look at me now, I'm at MCC. So, but I mean, take that. I mean, it's an opportunity in disguise. So definitely use those opportunities and just kind of put your pride to the side and realize that you probably won't see each other again. So definitely make those connections, network, because it will play out in the long run. And actually, and kudos to the teachers. I know I used to beat the teachers up. I definitely realize now that teachers are actually the backbone, right? I think the teachers are more in control than the administration. No disrespect to the administration, but and special thanks to Ms. Zeke, you, Ms. Muhammad, all of y'all down there making it. We haven't forgotten about you guys, and we know you guys definitely influenced the community majorly.
Thank you for that. Yeah, I mean, it takes a village, and you know, high school is just a stepping stone until what you will become, but it has the ability to give you some tools that you may need as an adult. And I hope you feel like you've gained those tools. Well, thank you, Omari, so much for joining us. It was wonderful to be able to see you in your office, in your space.
Thank you.
It's been a pleasure finding out more about your path after high school. Our hope is that by having these conversations about our own career paths, it might inspire and inform anyone for their own pursuit of success in the future. Thank you for being here, and thank you to Kansas City for listening to us today. Bye.
No problem. Thank you, Ms. Z.
Bye.
We are happy to have you visit our family here at Northeast Middle School. My name is Principal Schriever, and I am the principal here at Northeast Middle School. We serve students in the 7th and 8th grade in the historic Northeast neighborhood in Kansas City.
Welcome to Northeast Middle, the home of the mighty Titans.
Welcome to Northeast Middle. Transitioning to middle school is exciting, but it can also be scary. But that's what we're here for. I teach student success skills, a class where students get in touch with their emotions and learn how to stay on task in their courses.
Hello, my name is Mirna Naya. I am the parent liaison at Northeast Middle School. I communicate with parents, legal guardians regarding school information, events, school advisory committee, and more. I love interacting with students' families every day.
Hello and welcome. My name is Christine Dismay, and I teach geography and economics here at Northeast Middle School. We have a safe and nurturing environment in our classrooms. Your student will enjoy learning here.
Hi, I'm Laura Culp. I'm an 8th grade math teacher. Welcome to 8th grade. We offer advanced courses in all core subjects. Learning here is fun and rigorous because we care about our students and their academic experience. Northeast Middle School students are successful and prepared for high school.
AVID, which stands for Advancement via Individual Determination, is a college and career readiness program. Students develop the skills they need to be successful in college starting in middle school. Most students continue their AVID course throughout high school with the same group of peers.
Hi, I'm Mr. Fleming, and I teach PE and health at Northeast Middle School, and we have a wide range of electives including choir, band, orchestra, visual arts, creative writing, and much more.
Hello, my name is Kenneth Moore, and I teach 7th, 8th grade choir. Our goal is to ensure our students get the very best academic opportunities. Our students maintain a well-rounded experience.
Northeast Middle School is truly a diverse environment. We have scholars from all over the world, and we have as many as 30 languages spoken in our building at any given time. To celebrate the diversity in our building, we host an international festival so our scholars can get a true taste of the world.
Hi, I'm Ben Jonte. I'm the art teacher at Northeast Middle School. Project Lead the Way, one of our electives, provides our students with hands-on, real-world learning. This will give them experience in growing industries like computer science, design, and robotics.
Hello, I'm Ms. Shepard, and I'm the athletic director here at Northeast Middle School. Here at Northeast Middle School, we offer a variety of sports for boys and girls, including basketball, track and field, soccer, wrestling, swimming, cross country, flag football, cheerleading, and volleyball.
Thank you for taking the time to visit with us today here at Northeast Middle School. To learn more about our campus or to request a personal tour, please call 816-418-3400. We look forward to sharing with you more of the exciting things occurring at Northeast Middle School.
Welcome to Foreign Language Academy, Kansas City one and only immersion school for Chinese and Spanish.
We are so happy to have you visit FLA. I'm Dr. Joel Ramsdale, the principal of Foreign Language Academy. We are the region's only international baccalaureate school that is authorized as a primary years program, as well as being in candidacy for a middle years program. We look forward to sharing more about our school with you.
Bienvenidos al cuarto grado. Immersion is the best way for a student to become fluent in a foreign language.
At FLA, we have a strong sense of community. Our parent-teacher organization meets monthly and organizes different events and activities such as Arts Night, where students can showcase their artwork and also enjoy live performances by students.
Each year, the 8th grade Spanish student fundraise to help support a trip to Costa Rica.
Children at FLA have an advantage, learning English as well as a foreign language. This will prepare them for not only being in the classroom, but beyond.
When our families join FLA, they select a school for their kids that is elementary and middle school. Our students are able to experience the full immersion program since kindergarten all the way to 8th grade.
Thank you for joining us on this virtual tour. We appreciate it. If you would like to learn more about Foreign Language Academy or schedule a personal tour, please call our school phone number, which is 816-418-6000. We look forward to sharing all of the great things that we're doing here at the Foreign Language Academy with you.
Hello, we're happy to have you visit Carver. We are a dual language school where our students become truly bilingual and biliterate.
Welcome to Carver Dual Language.
Hola, bienvenido al primer grado en Carver. Welcome to first grade in Carver. In kindergarten and first grade, all students learn to read and write in Spanish.
Welcome to 4th grade at Carver. In 4th grade, our students have the opportunity to join our robotics team. Our students work together on a community project and learn to code a robot's movements.
By 6th grade, Carver students are truly bilingual and biliterate. Students can fluently speak, read, and write in both Spanish and English. Carver students move on to much success in middle school, high school, and beyond.
We celebrate Hispanic heritage throughout the year at Carver Dual Language. Each year, students develop a plan to make goods to develop and to sell at our Mercado. This is our annual fall market that classes have booths that students come together and sell their items that they've created. Staff, community members, family, parents, grandparents, all can come together, buy the goods, and celebrate Hispanic heritage together.
In Carver, we have an involved PTA where parents and families can be part of our school community.
Thank you for joining us on this tour. If you would like to schedule a personal tour or learn more about our school, please call 816-418-4925.